So you're asking for my honesty. What is my biggest fear? I think my biggest fear is losing passion for what I do. And I think the reason I fear that, I worry about that, I think about that is because I actually have watched so many business owners lose their passion. I've seen so many entrepreneurs, innovators, business leaders absolutely lose their passion. And I see it happen for two reasons. And I'm very aware of it, and I warn my clients all the time about it. I'm even very conscious about it in my own business. The first one is that we just get so used to doing what we do that it becomes mundane, that it becomes ordinary, that we don't look for the extraordinary opportunities or the extraordinary service that we could. We become such masters at what we do that it's almost like we do it without consciousness. I mean, have you ever thought about, or has this ever happened to you? You're driving somewhere and then all of a sudden you realize you're pulling into your driveway and you go, I hope I didn't hit anyone, right? Your brain so goes on autopilot that you're not even really aware anymore of what you're doing. I see so many entrepreneurs and business leaders that have gotten to be such masters at their craft that they almost go on autopilot. And in going on autopilot, they actually lose the passion for what they do. I think if you're not constantly looking for how you can improve and how you can grow and how what you do can get even better, there's a real danger there. I think sometimes when we become masters at our craft, we recognize that that's when we have more time for ourselves and all of this stuff. And then we think we have to give things up again in order to improve our craft. I don't think that's the case. I think that the more mastery we have, growth should just be a natural outpouring of that, and the passion should stay. But unfortunately, I've seen so many people lose their passion. I think the other way that we lose our passion is that we are holding on so tight to pursuit of something that we almost let go and burn out our energy in ways that probably for the long-term marathon of building a business and a life that's connected to it needs that we're sprinting and not like pacing ourselves on this journey. We want it so quickly. We're pushing for something so fast that we can almost burn ourselves out. You know, I think 8 years in, what I have learned, and even though I know people around me think, wow, you push really hard, and I do, I actually have built into a lot of my life boundaries and parameters that allow me to have the recharge, that allow me to do the way that I recharge the best. I tell my clients all the time, you got to have fun. You got to be intentional about the filling up time. You've got to do all this stuff. And for the people that I see that truly burn out their passions, they've not done that. Recently, I got to hear from a gentleman that's been building a business for a couple of years now. And I think he's getting pressure from higher ups in a company. I think he's getting pressure from his family that he should be further along than he is. But when you listen to his heart, when you understand what his priorities are, his family is his priority. And he doesn't just equate bringing in a paycheck as the only way that he can impact his family. He talks about the time. He talks about spending time, about being home for dinner, about making faith an important thing. Well, making those things an important part of his life are going to take some of the bandwidth away from what he's doing over here. But he's somehow being led to believe that he's not equipped, he's not capable, he's not the kind of guy that can build this. It's just his passion looks different. And because the joy is being sucked out of the process for him, he's beginning to doubt, can he build it? And he can. His pace is going to be different. His mastery is going to look differently. But if he doesn't get his passion back, he won't continue on. See, protecting that passion is probably critical. And we don't think about all the ways that we have to protect it. We don't think about having fun or adding joy or having recharge. We don't think about the time that it takes to master something and giving ourselves the grace to learn it or implement it or be awkward at it at the beginning. We somehow let those things steal our passion for what we do. My biggest fear is that I will encounter something or in someone or a life situation that will really challenge me to wonder, am I capable? Is this my thing? Am I good enough? Have I just settled for mundane and ordinary? Am I running on autopilot? And I never want to be that. It is my biggest fear. It is the thing that I constantly strive with the most, is to maintain the passion, the true passion, the true love for what I do, so that I keep moving forward. It's what I hope my clients get. It's hope for them, for their futures, even once they're no longer working with me. My biggest fear is that people truly don't pursue their passion.